Guys, just look at the results that we managed to achieve within only 72 hours and $100. That's insane. I'm super surprised myself. We're back with another challenge. This time, I put it upon myself to create a fully functioning dropshipping business in only 72 hours with only $100. That's right, we're gonna be creating the Shopify store, finding the product all within 3 days, equals 72 hours. Since a lot of you guys are relatively restrained from a budget aspect, I thought this could be a quite interesting challenge to put upon myself. Since the clock is already ticking and time is money, let's get started. I'm gonna be back when I got the store done and dusted, ready to launch. So I'll see you guys in probably a couple hours. Boom, this is the product that we've decided to go with. I saw this massive ad with fantastic engagement and decided to give it a go for myself. This could be a nice little nifty product, especially for Q4. It's this nice little lighting tree lamp, and it's a very cool gift to give to your friends, family, etc. And I mean, it just gives you a nice little vibe, a nice little ambience. Fast forward a few hours, this is the store we decided to pull up with. Free shipping over $50. I mean, it's nothing really crazy with the store. It's called Glowing Trees. Maybe this is a little bit hard to read, but I went with a little bit of an LED aesthetic. LED fairy tale light street, Glowing Trees. That's the domain, glowingtrees.com. Get more, save more, quantity break up top to hopefully increase our average order value. We got a sticky add to cart. We also got some social proof right here, create a magical experience. It's a very short and simple page. There's not a lot of convincing going on with this particular product. We just want to convince them that this is a cool product. We have high quality with our particular product. We have a trustworthy store, and we can also back it up with some social proof and a guarantee right here. We've got tons of different nice testimonials right here. There were lots and lots of great reviews on Luke's that were available. And this is pretty much it for the site. It took me a little bit less than 2 hours to create this store, and I think for the 2 hour time frame, it's quite easy. Okay, so it's been a few hours since I last left off the recording. I know, a little bit inconvenient, but I had to go to the gym to get swole real quick for the rest of the recording. But now we're back and let's talk marketing. If we want to do it the whole legit way and the fair way, since we only have $100, we obviously have to subtract the actual costs of the domain, which is $14, and also the Shopify plan, which is $29. So that's already $43 of expenses right off the bat, which only leaves us with $57 of marketing costs. And usually that won't bring us very far, but we'll see if we can finesse some profits right here. With only $57 and a limited time for our challenge, it's going to be hard to get into Facebook ads. So we're not going to be touching Facebook ads in this video, as it doesn't really make sense with that budget. So what's our last hope is to resort back to the good old niche and meme pages. They're not as great and glorified as they once were back in the dropshipping days, but if we manage to find a good page with a good ad and also a good product, we can still get away with a few sales even with only $57. So that's going to be my main intention right here. And we're going to cue the time lapse right now, where I'm going to go on a massive DM slide process, and hopefully some of them respond within a 12-hour period so that we can get our very first promo out of the way and hopefully get one or the other sale so that we're at least a little bit in the profits. So cue the time lapse. Okay, so after that, we've managed to DM over like 50, 60, 70, I don't really remember, different type of meme pages, mainly self-care thread type pages and like horoscopes. So I thought maybe our product would fit best with like younger girls, nice little bed light aesthetic. So that's what I went for. Hopefully some of them respond, because you know, if you DM like 100, maybe like 10 of them will respond. It's a relatively small response ratio, since you do have to remember a lot of them do get tons and tons of these type of DMs. So we really want to stand out. I asked, want money as a headline. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Hopefully some of them will respond by the time I wake up tomorrow, so that we can actually get a few sales within the 72-hour time frame. We'll fast forward it, get a good night's sleep, and hopefully we're back with some answers. Okay, so it's the next morning, and thankfully 2 of them did respond, but I only managed to secure a deal with one of them, which is going to be quite typical with Instagram meme pages, niche pages, especially looking at a shorter time frame, since they get a lot of DMs, and it's really at some point just a numbers game, how much you can reach out to you, and some of them hopefully would respond to you as well. The account that I managed to secure the deal with has a little bit over 250k followers and is a self-care thread type of page that I'm not really going to be showing in this video because I don't really want to ruin their business if the performance isn't what I expected. You know, I don't really want to take away their future shout outs that they might want to secure because, you know, it might be quite important money for them. So I don't really want to impact their business in the wrong way. Hopefully you guys can understand. And the great thing is for this particular page is that they have a relatively decent engagement rate. And if you don't know how to calculate their engagement rate, I recommend using a tool such as Flanks, where you just type in the Instagram username and then you can see a rough engagement rate. This is going to be obviously variable from the amount of followers they have. Some of them will have more and some of them will have less. The higher the percentage, the better our influencer is or our page is. That just means that the followers and the audience is a lot more engaged with their post, have a higher chance of actually seeing these particular posts, get a lot more organic, real comments. And that is something that I always look out for different influencers or different pages that I look out for. Always look at the comment section, make sure that it's not just spammed any emojis, but actual real genuine comments. That's definitely important for each individual influencer, page, whatever you would want to promote your product on. And it's also going to be important that your product does work well with your demographic, and hopefully ours will. The price that I managed to secure with them was relatively expensive for their follower count. It's $40 for 6 hours. I managed to bring it down since I only had like $57, I think, to spare, but we managed to make a deal for $40. Your guys did some real nice deals right here. I managed to secure it for $40 instead of like 12 or 24 hours. Why did I do this? Because that's going to be usually when they're most active or when the post is going to be seen by the most people. It's usually within the first 3 to 6 hours of the actual post going live, and oftentimes maybe a 24-hour shout out isn't really worth it. So try and maybe negotiate for a little bit of a shorter time frame if you want to get your best bang for your buck. She also mentioned that she doesn't really do promos often, so I think that could be a good sign for us since our feed isn't going to be spammed with lots and lots of different other dropshipping sites and products, and maybe the people will react to my product a little bit better and it won't just, you know, get shout out and not seen by any people. So hopefully this promo does go well. I went ahead and sent over the moolah to her PayPal, the $40. So now we're $40 shorter, but we still have $17 in our bank, which I don't know if we're going to end up spending. So extra profit, I guess. So now that we have a better understanding of So now that we know what our demographic is going to look like, what their feed looks like, we want to tailor our post to their feed so that it doesn't look like an ad at all, but it seems like it's an organic post to their feed. What we're going to do now is we're going to create somewhat of a meme type looking ad. So you've seen it probably before, but I'm going to be using the app Memes. So let's just time lapse the whole process. Okay, so the ad is done. This is the post that we're going to be going live with, I think in roughly 8 hours from now. So it's going to be, I think it's either 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. EST. I'm not 100% certain, but we'll see how the post goes off. Something that I do want to mention and preface beforehand, because I try to be very honest and genuine within this industry, since not everyone is. I just want to preface this that meme and niche pages aren't always going to yield fantastic results or aren't always going to generate super awesome sales, etc. Lots of them actually result in no sales at all, and they're really a hit and miss, and they're definitely not as good as they used to be like maybe a year or two ago, because a lot of other dropshippers have really milked them dry, and a lot of these are like really just out there for money, these pages. I mean, I can't blame them, but don't rely on you spending and investing $20 and the reaping benefits of 10x ROI. You really have to be aware of the risk that your post isn't gonna go viral or isn't gonna really take off or isn't gonna generate sales. Maybe it's not gonna do anything for you at all. You might end up just losing this money. But if you are fine with this risk, go ahead. I mean, oftentimes with these type of pages, you're not going to lose a lot of money, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $80. I think everyone can lose that. And it does have a fantastic upside. If the post does go well, you can generate quite a good return on investment. But you do have to be aware that not every investment is going to pay out. I mean, it's the same thing for each individual marketing channel, etc. You have to be aware of the risk, and it's not as easy to just generate these sales with a small investment as it used to be. So you definitely have to take that into account, because all factors have to align. Your product has to be good, and it has to fit to your demographic that this page is. the page has to be good, and also your ad that you're promoting this has to be good and enticing, and it shouldn't stand out from the normal feed, and people should actively be interested in this type of product. And in some regard, maybe there is a little bit of luck involved. So hopefully we're gonna be lucky today later on and manage to get maybe 1 or 2 sales. I'd be super happy with that actually, since there's really no guarantee. And hopefully we don't get 0 sales. That would be my nightmare, but I'm optimistic, and now it's just all about the waiting game. And now we wait till the promo hopefully goes live. Okay guys, so it's been a few hours now and the promo is officially live. Hopefully we can get a sale right off the bat. I doubt it, but let's hope so. And I'll just keep the camera rolling. Maybe something comes in. If it doesn't, I'll just cut to the next scene and no sales have come in, or maybe some have come in later. So hopefully we at least come back with some sales. Boom guys, the results are in. Promo time is done. 72 hours are done, and let's talk about the results. Successfully so, we managed to get some sales, which I'm super happy with. I wasn't expecting much, but this definitely exceeded my expectations, and I'm gonna spoil it right now. We managed to get 6 total orders with 7 products. Yes, one of them did actually fall for our volume discount, so they bought 2 instead of 1 to get free shipping, and 2 for, I guess, an additional 10% it was. And so we managed to get a total of $264.68 in sales. So I'm super happy with the promo. I guess we had the right influencer, the right product, and also the right ad, so all the stars aligned for us. And I'm super thrilled that we actually managed to increase our AOV from a normal $35 price product. I reduced it from $39 that I had initially. I thought $35 could be a little bit better. And the crazy part is we managed to get an AOV, an average order value of $44, primarily because one of them grabbed 2, and also that we were charging for an additional $3.95 shipping. So that's a total of $264.68 generated for only $40 in ad spend, which is a 6x ROI. So we killed it this time. Super stoked with the results. It's not really typical to see these kind of results with niche pages, meme pages, but it can happen every now and then. Sometimes you can get 10x, 2x, 3x. It can be all over the place, or you can not get any sales at all. So therefore, I don't really like using meme pages, niche pages, but it is probably the best option to go with if you have little to no budget to start with. So obviously the $264.68 aren't pure profit. Let's talk about how much of it is actually profit. And we already talked about the upfront cost that we had with $83. With that being said, $14 for the domain, $29 for the Shopify hosting plan, and also $40 for the promo. So that being said, we theoretically have an additional $17 that we did not spend. $264.68 minus the 83 leaves us with, I have to check real quick because I'm not the best with numbers, $181.68. So from those $181.68, we obviously have to subtract the cost of goods. So the product cost plus shipping, which is roughly $14.20 times 7 units. And that leaves us with a pure profit of, drumroll, $82.28, plus the $17 that we didn't spend initially. I was planning on spending those, but it ended up not so. So that leaves us with a total profit of $99.28. So we practically doubled our investment, which I'm super thrilled about, and I'm actually super happy with the results from this video. So this just comes to show these type of pages do still work. Never said they don't, but in my opinion, they're not as reliable as different advertising methods as the other ones that you would like to go with. So like Facebook, Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever you want to try. They're probably not going to be as reliable, but you can get a fantastic ROI if you really nail it out of the park. And they're relatively low risk involved, as you know, you can really lose these $40-30 if you invested it into a short little promo. But yeah, that basically concludes our 72-hour challenge video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, as these type of videos do take quite a bit of time to record. I'd really appreciate if you guys would smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, please. Slowly but surely getting to the 10K. 10K would be really sick. And comment down below what type of videos you would want to see for the next upcoming few weeks and months on my channel. And by the way, if you haven't yet, feel free to join the Facebook group. I'd much appreciate it. It's 100% free. Lots of like-minded individuals trying to crush it this Q4. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys back next week with a Facebook ads banger video that you should definitely not miss. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.